Okay. Hi guys. Welcome back to another video. Today, I want to do a makeup look that sort of plays to my features a little bit. So I want it to be kind of specifically enhancing certain areas. I'm not very good at this. Um, it's basically my everyday makeup, but it's a little bit more specific, I guess. Um, yeah, so I'll try and explain it as I go, but we'll see. Right, so I'm a little bit camera shy today. I don't know. I've already filmed some videos, but I don't know, maybe it's because this channel's new, or maybe it's just because I'm not used to filming for, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just a bit anxious today. So, right, I ran out of my Maybelline, I don't know what it's called. It's the under eye concealer from Maybelline. I forgot what it's called. So I'm using this, and it's very, very old. Yeah, it's quite old, but it works, and it seems fine, so I'm gonna use it. Oh, and I have this little flea stick thing. It's just like a little silicone. It's smushy. So I use that to help me put it on because it can be really hard to get into this space. Right, so my eyes. My eyes are too close together. And it's hard, they're not that sunken into my face, but they are a little bit compared to my cheekbone and my brow bone. My eyes are kind of deep set, if that makes sense. So I have to work around these things. And you can do makeup however you want. Like, whatever you think makes you look good, whatever makes you feel confident is fine. It's just, these are some things that I like to do to work with my features, I guess. I think, right, so, how do I put this? I'm trying to I want to push my nose back because my nose is quite big. I like my nose. I hated my nose for a really long time, but recently I've learned to love it because I actually really do like it's so, I don't know how to explain it, but it's very and so I really like my nose at the moment. But yeah, it's that kind of thing where it's like, do you want to emphasize your nose? Do you want to push your nose back? What do you want to emphasize? What do you want to push back, Like, what do you want to bring forward and what do you want to hide, I guess? I feel like I'm talking too much. I'm making myself out of breath. So, oh, I forgot, I should tell you, I'm not using noise cancelling today. So this has noise cancelling, but last time I tried to use it, I feel like it kind of blocked out some of the noises I made. Like, it thought that my voice wasn't my voice or something. So, oh yeah, this is from Judy Doll. It's just a little sponge. I'm not used to showing people all the things that I use, so I have to get a bit more used to that. And holding things up to the camera is something I'm still trying to learn and practice. I got a tooth taken out the day before. I was gonna film yesterday, but I had a tooth taken out and I was like, nah. I just can't. My face is sore. Right, yeah. So I'm trying to lighten this area to bring it forward. Now I did just put a bunch of concealer on my nose, but that's mostly just because I'm so red. So I'm gonna try and keep it in the center here to make this area look a little thinner if I can. So I don't really do contouring. If you wanted to contour, you could, but I'm not really a big contour person. So I don't really want to bring my brow bone out because, like I said, I think my eyes are a bit deep set. A little bit deep set, they're not that bad. So I don't want to emphasize my brow bone too much, but I do still want to keep this area light, mostly because I have a really red face, so I still want to cover up some of that redness in like specific areas. Yeah. Ugh, under eye concealer is so difficult for me. Right, yeah, my under eyes are so dark. I don't know what's wrong with me. Could be like anything. Like there's probably a mix of multiple things converging to make them so dark, but yeah, so I'm trying to lighten my under eye to bring my eye forward. Yeah. I'm hoping to keep it pretty condensed down here so that that bit can get pushed back and this bit comes forward, but it's hard to say whether it really works because I really like subtle makeup on me. I love looking at more intense looks on other people. Like I love alt makeup and like goth makeup and stuff, but I just feel like it doesn't suit me, or like I don't know how to explain it. Like I just don't feel like I can wear it. It doesn't feel very wearable to me, but I love it on other people. It's really pretty. Yeah, I feel like I'm out of breath. I'm trying to like, yeah, but also like not breathe too much, and it's like, what? It's making me not breathe at all. It's so silly. Also, I live in Australia, right? And our houses have zero insulation, right? So I always feel super awkward when I film because like I'm pretty sure literally everyone can hear me. It's like I'm pretty sure if my neighbors were in their backyards, they can absolutely hear me yapping. Even though I'm in my own bathroom, right? They can hear me yapping to myself. But maybe I can just pretend I'm on the phone, right? I'll just pretend I'm on the phone with a friend. Because that's kind of what this is. I'm talking to people. Like there is someone watching this. I am talking to someone. Okay, so I don't really wear primer, and I am regretting not wearing primer, right? Because my skin is getting a little bit flaky, I think. We're in the middle of winter, so that's probably why. But it could also be that I keep changing. I'm trying new skincare, and I can't really figure out what works. So we're sort of experimenting with our skin at the moment, and it's kind of making things difficult. I also have very red skin. I think I have rosacea. Like, I get really red cheeks. I think, I don't really know what causes it, but I also have bad circulation. So I wonder if like, if I sit down for too long, all the blood goes to my head and it doesn't go to my limbs. So I end up with red face. But I don't know if that's what causes it or if it's just like a little bit of stress or something. Like maybe I'm stressed. I didn't think I was stressed, but maybe I'm stressed. But yeah, that's why, even though there's like, I only want to put concealer in specific places to highlight things a little bit, I still put it in a lot of places like my nose because I have so much redness. I want to cover some of it up, just a little bit of it at least. And I know I'm a bit harsh on my eyes. I can feel, I don't know, I just feel like a lot of beauty influencers are like, be careful around your eyes, and I'm just here like bam bam bam. It's going way too hard on my eyes. Sorry, eyeballs. Hopefully, I'm trying to learn to be more gentle with my eyes, okay? But it's a work in progress. Okay, so I think that's concealer. I'm tempted to put powder on, but also last time I put powder on, it just emphasized all the texture in my nose here, and I just don't want to do that. No nose texture today. So I think we're gonna leave it at that. We're just gonna have to focus on our eyes today, I think. I'm trying to think. We could use like a foundation, but I don't really wear foundation. It's very, very rare that I'll wear a foundation, so I just feel like I didn't blend this in properly. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, my eyes are like way too close together. Do you see that? They're so close compared to how big my eyes are to be that close together. They should be like that far apart, right? Maybe not that. Maybe close to that. I don't know. I just feel like my eyes are too close together. So I have to work around certain things on my face. And there are absolutely things you could emphasize. Like, I have small lips, right? And my eyes are like all the way up here. I could emphasize that and make my face look really long. And I've seen people with that kind of face, and it's so beautiful, right? So I could go for that, but it's not what I'm gonna go for. Normally, I try to reduce this area to make my face look more condensed. But bushy, wishy. So now that I've done my concealer, I'm gonna do some blush. This is a Tarte blush. I got it years and years ago. I think I went to Sephora once upon a time, and they were like, yeah, this is your color, use this. And I was like, okay. So I ended up with this. But yeah, I have makeup left over from yonks ago. Right, so what I'm doing here is I'm trying to blend the redness of my cheek up to under my eyes a little bit. I feel like it helps blend the concealer in a tiny bit. I feel like I didn't use enough concealer. My under eyes are so dark. They're so dark. Should I use more concealer? I thought I put heaps on. I might leave it. I don't want to go too hard. Yeah, so I try to blend the concealer into the redness of my cheeks while still sort of keeping this area bright than it was. It's so dark. And then I'll brush it over the bridge of my nose to sort of push that area back a little bit if I can, but also to, like, you know, just blend it together a little bit. Right, I want to move my chin forward because my chin's a little bit weak. It's not super weak, but it's a little weak. So I'll leave my chin light if I can. Also, I hate putting product around here because I do get a little bit of acne. It's not as bad as I thought, but I've seen some people with like really bad acne, and yeah, I don't want to say mine's really bad because, like, compared to some people, it's really not that bad. Especially since I've been doing a bit more skincare, it's been a lot nicer. There's still lots of red spots, but they're not like, you know, they're not like bulging. But yeah, I still don't want to put anything down here, so I like to leave this area as clean as possible. What's next? So I think sometimes I like to emphasize my cheekbones because I love my cheekbones are quite sharp, and well, not that sharp, you know, they're there. They're pretty intense. So sometimes I will emphasize them with like a highlighter, but other times I want to bring my eyes forward. So I don't really want to emphasize my cheeks when I'm trying to put my eyes out. So I'm going to leave them for today. I want them to blend into my nose. I want my nose to blend into my cheeks and sort of come back. Okay, so that means we'll do our eyebrows. Right, so I want to emphasize my lips and my brows so that the attention is taken away from my nose. If I can emphasize these things, which are furthest away from my nose, hopefully everyone will just ignore the nose. Which is kind of funny. Like, I just said I like my nose now, right? But I'm still trying to hide it, which is kind of sad. But I feel like the beauty standard is very, like, condensed these days. And it's like, if you look at a model, or like a few different models, like a lot of them have like really unique faces, right? It's like, we're not ugly, we're just unique, and we're just not shown in the right lighting in the right way with the right makeup. That's what I think. I think we are actually all beautiful. We're just not groomed the way a model is groomed. And that sounds bad. You know what I mean? Like, when I say grooming, I mean like the regular type of grooming, like when someone takes care of their skin and their body and their hair. So I want to, here I'm trying to make my eyebrows look a little smaller I brush this side up, I go from under up, and then I pull the top down, and that sort of it sort of thins the brows a little bit. I'm not going to use a gel, so, because it doesn't really matter to me today, but if you want to keep this sort of thing in place, I absolutely recommend using some sort of a gel or something to keep them in place if you want to do that. My nose is runny. Why is my nose running? It's because it's like 0 degrees today. It's actually 4 degrees at the moment, but it was like 0 degrees last night, so it was freezing. What should we do next? I feel like my eyebrows automatically take a lot of attention because they're kind of thick and dark, so I don't really need to do too much for them. I think we're up to eyes. So, what am I going to do for eyes? So, how do we go about this? I'm thinking, I gotta grab something. So, the other day, I did a haul, and I'm gonna use this eyeshadow. I like it. I don't know. I feel like it's a very light color, and that's what I want. I want something very pale. Okay, right. So, okay, alright, okay. I'm gonna start. I might actually. I had a thought. I don't really use primers, right? So, I have oily lids, and they crease a lot. But I'm gonna use a powder, this powder, and I'm just gonna put it over the lids. Sorry, I got a runny nose. I don't know why my nose is so runny today. But I'm gonna put it on my lids. It's just a white powder, which can be very brightening. But also, I don't really want to make myself look too pale, right? Anyways, I'm just gonna put this over my lids because my lids are oily. And hopefully, this will help stop any potential creasing. So we're gonna do that. And now my eyelashes look kind of plugged. My eyelashes look crazy. I don't know how much you guys can see. I don't know what my phone's doing. I can't see what my phone can see. I was kind of hoping to get like a monitor or something so that I can see what my phone sees. But I haven't done it yet. So we'll get there one day. Okay, next. I'm going to do this BB stick. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can. It's a little dirty, but it's just this like little, I don't know what you guys can see. It's a highlighting stick. I'm pretty sure it's designed to be a highlight for the egg or so, but I'm gonna use it to highlight part of my lid first. It's a little dry, so I don't actually recommend this because you'll be yanking at your lids. So I don't mind if I do that to me. It's just the sort of thing that you have to be aware of, that yanking on your skin, especially in the eye area, you're gonna get wrinkles. You're gonna get wrinkles if you're yanking your delicate eye skin. Okay. Let's see if we can blend that a little bit. This stuff doesn't really blend. So I've noticed. Like it barely blends. Barely. Okay. And then I'm gonna do a little bit on my aerosol area, which there isn't much down here to emphasize. I kind of want to keep it condensed to the center to help create a bit more of a 3D look. So there's like depth, I guess. There's like forward parts and backwards parts, you know what I mean. Okay. So next we're going to use the Novo eyeshadow, which is really pretty. Oh, I have my heat lamp on. So I think I've tried to explain it before, but the lighting is going to be a little different every time I film, because the main source of lighting is the daylight from the window up there, but then I also have a regular light and a heat light up behind me, so the lighting is going to be different every single time I film. On cold days, it'll be a little bit more yellow because I want the heat light on. On warm days, it'll be a little bit more cool maybe because I won't have a heat light on. But there might be a lot of intense sunlight even. Oh, I should explain this. Right. So I'm using a very light shadow on the lid to bring my lid forward. um, I feel like this is a little too sheer. You could definitely use something a little more opaque if you wanted to really bring the lid forward. This Novo shadow is very sheer. I do bring it up into the crease, like the hood. I don't know. My eyes are hooded. So I'm trying to bring it up over the hooded area so that it doesn't look like it's just this bit and then a line of a different color. I hope my descriptions are making sense. But I really want to put it up there too so that it sort of matches, I guess, is the best way I can put it. I want it to match. Okay, and then on the side. Okay, this color is really pretty, but it's also like super sheer. Like there isn't really much of a base like at all. I don't think there is a base. I'm pretty sure this is just glitter. It looks kind of brown in the palette though. So yeah, if you could definitely use something a little more opaque to help bring this part forward. But I guess we're going with natural skin tone except glittery. I feel like I'm putting heaps on, but that's because it feels like I can't see it. And like, I'm sure it's there, I just can't see it. Okay. Alright. Alright, I think we'll do. Okay. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. Now, like I said, my eyes are too close together, so I don't want to emphasize my inner corners, so I won't highlight them. I'm not going to highlight my inner corners. I want them to feel pushed apart, not emphasized. I want them to go whoo instead of boop. Does that make sense? I hope my descriptions are making some sort of sense. This palette I bought yonks ago. I used a site called Glambot, I'm pretty sure. Because Glambot fixes like donated stuff. I feel like they like take donated old makeup, sanitize it, and then resell it. I hope the audio is okay today. I'm just realizing it's probably super echoey and I don't have what's it called? You know what I mean? I said it at the start of the video. I don't have that noise cancelling on, so hopefully it's not super echoey. Right, so I'm gonna emphasize the outer corner of my eye a little bit. I'm just gonna put it here. I definitely put that in the wrong spot there, but oh well. But yeah, you can sort of do a little wing if you want. I feel like my eyes are a little bit dirty, but yeah, I'm just gonna emphasize this outer corner a tiny bit. I feel like I definitely did too much there. And you can sort of bring it in a little. I try to keep it like in the lashes though if I bring it in. Like, because my eyes are hooded, I don't want to take up any more of my lid space. I want to keep it like in my lashes if I can. As close to my lashes as possible, basically in the lash line. And just emphasize that part of my eye a tiny bit. No heaps, just a little smidgen. So there's that. Little emphasize these, maybe a tiny bit of a wing there. Might be a little bit too low facing. I feel like my wing is going out too much instead of up, but it's fine. I don't really care. I don't have to do, I mean, I have to go to work today, but I don't really work around people. I work as a cleaner, so I work a lot like after business hours. I clean offices and things, like commercial cleaning. So I don't really work around people. I just like clean buildings after everyone else has already left mostly. I feel like I did that wrong. Hopefully it's okay. Okay. Hopefully this is working the way I want it to. I don't know if it is, but it's fine. I don't really like the shape of this brush, but it's the closest thing I have to what I want, and I can't be bothered to buy another one. So it's a Makeup Forever brush, but it's got like a slight, how do I show you? It's got like a slight curve to it. I don't know if you guys can see. It's a little bit misshapen, which I can work with it, but yeah, it's probably not the best for what I try to do, you know? Okay. Right. I feel like emphasize out there, and oh, I forgot to tell you why I do the aerosol a little bit. It's because I'm trying to pull this down a little bit. So if I do my aerosol, it sort of helps emphasize the bottom of my eye, which helps pull my face together, like I was talking about. Right. So what we've done so far is we've emphasized the brows a tiny bit, lightened the lids, emphasized the outer corner of my eyes to pull my eyes back, emphasized the bottom of my lids to pull my face together, tried to blend my nose into my cheeks, and now we're gonna do our lips. Right, so normally if I'm doing my eyes super light, I can do my lips kind of dark. So I'm gonna do my lips kind of dark. But if you have more intense stuff on the eyes, definitely do a more light neutral lip. But also you can do whatever you want. Do whatever you think looks good. This is just what I like to do, because it's like, sorry, I can't talk much when I'm doing my lips. This is just what I like to do, what I think looks best for my face, because I'm trying to like balance my features, right? I'm trying to make other areas more intense so that my nose looks less intense. Also, with my upper lip, I bring the color up pretty high and try and blend it a little bit. I'll go over it a few times to try and get the blend nicer. But this is part of the thing where I'm trying to pull this area up, because I have a bit of distance here, right? There's quite a bit of distance there. My lips are really small, and I want to pull my face together a little bit. So I emphasize this area quite a bit. Well, it feels like a lot for me, but for other people it's probably nothing. So I basically just overline with this product. Right, this is another Bibia product in cinnamon. Bibia Cinnamon 04. It's called the Bibia Glow Lip Tint, but I think they actually have some. Oh, I'm so sorry, that was probably so loud. Hold on. Also, I just burped. I hope you didn't hear that through the mic. Right, so they've changed, I think they might have changed their formula to this. They changed the packaging, but I think they changed the formula. I don't like the new stuff. I like the old stuff, yeah. This is called the Bibia Glow Tint as well. So, I don't like it as much. I know this is a different color. I don't like it. I don't care. I don't like it. Yeah, okay. That'll do. Yeah, I like the old Bibia formula and packaging. I don't like the new packaging, and I don't know for sure. I haven't checked, but I feel like the formula is different. The new stuff just doesn't work as well. It doesn't stay as long. It doesn't tint as good. It's just not as good, in my opinion. Sorry, I'm trying to find the color I want. That's not it. Was that it? Oh, it was. The first one I pulled out was the one I wanted. So this is the She Glam lip. What is it? It is a Gloss Look Air Gloss. Okay. I like it. It does that glazing thing where the color sinks to the bottom and the glaze like comes to the top. And this is the most long-lasting thing I've ever used. It's super cheap though. I don't know if I trust the brand yet, but this is my favorite lip product right now. I like it. I like it, but also I don't know if I can compare it to many other similar formulas. Did you see that? I just dropped some in the sink. It's got an interesting brush head. You know what I mean? The lip applicator. An interesting lip applicator. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it yet. So I probably over applied that. I normally probably don't put that much on. But yeah, I feel like I did way too much. Okay. I feel like it's fine. Right. So yeah, I feel like I haven't tried enough formulas that are similar to this, but this so far is the best one I've used. There are probably better ones out there. I just haven't seen them, tried them, found them, you know. So if you guys know of any other really good like glazing things that last a long time, let me know. I like it because it's kind of thick. Like I can feel it on my lips like 3 hours later, and I know that there's at least something on my lips. Whereas everything else I feel like I can't feel, it just like disappears. So yeah, I don't know, I feel like this is the best long lasting. Telescopic lift. This is just mascara for emphasizing the eyes a little bit, adding some darkness. It's mascara, you know what it does. Is Telescopic lift has become my favorite mascara. It's the only mascara I've ever repurchased another version of. Every other mascara I've been like, okay, let's try something different. Okay, let's try something different. On this one, I'm like, it's so good. I'm gonna buy another one. This is the first mascara I've bought a second casing of. Don't let this tell you much about its formula. This mascara is old. The one I'm using now, pretty sure it's close to like 6 months old, which is not good. You're not supposed to use your mascara for that long. But I've done worse. I've used mascara for like 5 years once. So, do as I say, not as I do. Use your own makeup at your own precaution. But yeah, this one is getting dry and crusty and not working how it should. So don't let this be a good indicator of this mascara, because it's not. And yes, I get mascara all over my face sometimes. I like the mascara that's not waterproof. They have a waterproof version of this, but I like being able to wash it off like super easy. The problem is that it is so pigmented, so that like, why isn't that's not breaking up? That's annoying. This hair is getting a little clunky. They're uneven. Okay. Or just go like that. Does that feel more even? No. Whatever, we're leaving it. It's mascara. Who cares? Who cares? It's just mascara. So, yeah, I've definitely got mascara all up there and up there. I don't really care. I'll let it dry for a second. I'll use a Q-tip. So, yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure that's makeup. Okay, so if I'm all blurry and you can't see my face very well, squint your eyes. Squint your eyes for me. Now, what jumps out at you on my face? If you squint your eyes, what jumps out, right? I think my nose still does a little bit, but it's my brows, right? I think it's my brows and my lips. That's the whole goal. The goal is to emphasize everything but my nose. So my nose hopefully blends into my cheeks and everything else gets pushed a little bit more forward, right? That's the goal. That's my plan. I don't know if you guys see the vision, but that's how it is. Yeah, so now I've got brows, I got lashes, I got lips, and then my eyes don't look like they're sunken into my skull and I haven't slept in 2 weeks. I sleep, I swear. I don't know why my under eyes are so dark. I think it's probably like a mix of like dehydration and not enough vitamins and not enough sunlight. It's probably a mix of like not sleeping enough plus not enough vitamins and water and stuff. There you go. So no touchy the chin, right? But we don't want to push it. Oh, I forgot. Oh my god, I forgot the last final piece. The final piece. Bronzer. This is super old. Okay, this is probably 10 years old. So once again, be careful with your own products. I don't really care. So I'm using an e.l.f. blush brush, I think. Flawless face brush. Okay, I bought this years ago as well. This is probably also like 10 years old. I use it for my bronzer and blush. I use the same brush and they probably mix colors a little bit, right? So we're trying to hide our chin, right? I don't like putting stuff on my chin, but I don't mind putting a tiny bit of like powder. Like I feel like a little bit of powder is probably fine. And I'm just trying to hide this a tiny bit, right? Trying to push that back so that people don't see it as much. It's not as forward or in your face or bright. I also feel like because this is like mattifying, it's a very matte powder, it helps stop light reflecting off of my chin. If you know much about art, you might know a little bit about how light works, and light bounces onto the chest and then bounces up. So my chin reflects light. And so I'm trying, if I mattify that and darken it a little bit, it reflects less light and is less obvious. So this is another little trick I do. I'm just blending it down in the neck a little bit because I don't want to bring it up into my face because I don't want my face to be any darker. So just blending it into my neck. Now a little pimple there. Okay. So that's better, I think. Yeah, so eyes, eyebrows, lips, and then hopefully you get the vision. Like, my eyes are forward, my nose is pushed back and blended into my cheeks, and then my lips are like, whoa. I don't know if that makes any sense. Oh my god, I got lipstick on my teeth. Don't look at my teeth. My teeth are kind of gross. It is what it is, okay? But yeah, that's the makeup look. Emphasized eyes. Excuse me, I burped again. Right, yeah, so no highlight on the inner corner because we want to pull the eyes out. We don't want to push them in. We don't want to emphasize this corner where they're too close together. We want to pull things out. Okay, I better shut up now. I've been yapping. Okay, hopefully this helped somebody. Maybe one day I'll make a video doing the opposite where I'm like emphasizing features that I've learned to love, like my cheekbones and my nose. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!